Hey folks, this is FM18 Welcome back to my FM18 Experiment. I'm using the 9596 database, so things are interesting, just say that. This is where we left off the last time. We just played through one season to see, would history repeat itself? Would Man United still win the Premier League? Would AC Milan still win Serie A, etc. So I'm going to concentrate on the Premier League first. As you can see, in the first season, which I know it's the 95-96 database, but because we're playing FM18, it starts off in 2017 to 2018. When United won it, that's true to reality, or true to what happened in history. Let's see what I mean, I'm now 3 years further forward, so let's just see how the other teams got on. Did anyone topple Man United, or did Man United remain, the top dog as such? So in 2018-19, United won it again. Arsenal was second. That's top three are United, Arsenal, Blackburn in the first season. Top three in the second season is United, Arsenal, Blackburn. Third season is United, Arsenal, Leeds, and the final season is United, Arsenal, Blackburn. So not a lot of movement. It was interesting to see Leeds in there. And also what I did notice, because I had a quick look before I actually started recording, what I noticed was that, back to the beginning, so West Ham, Coventry and Southampton went down the first season. Second season was QPR, Man City, Leicester. Third season was Bolton, Sunderland and Ipswich. Then if you notice this, Man City are back up, so they basically bounced back straight away. So they went down year one, played in the Championship year two, and year three they're back in the Premier League. So obviously they've done well to bounce back up. And obviously that happened in real life as well. They did actually go further down. They did spend a lot more time out of the Premier League. But at least, in this one, this version of events, it's basically true to form because they did bounce back up and come back to the Premier League. So, what you can see is that United are totally dominant. Arsenal and Blackburn trying the best. Liverpool are languishing fourth at best, never ever beating that. Even Leeds come third one season. It was probably worthwhile to have a look at Man United and see what transfers they've had. So we go to transfer history. The first season, 17 to 18, they bought Moriero, Rivaldo and Konchesky. Konchesky, as a Liverpool fan, I think he's awful because Liverpool bought him and he didn't really play that well for us. Rivaldo for £10 million. Now that is a bargain. Look at that. 20 dribbling, agility 20, long shots 19. It's just technique 20. It's just incredible. And his flares 20. Incredible for £10 million. And obviously this 95-96 database gives you the ability to do things like that. And as you can see, they've loaned out a few players. In the next season, they brought in Zinedine Zidane. No wonder they're leading winning the thing. And then you got Steve Staunton as well, who's 21 million. Seems like quite an expensive amount of money, but hey ho. Ivan Cordoba, is it the same guy? It is the same guy who went to Internazionale, to Inter Milan. So that's 235,000, obviously rising to 825,000, which is an absolute bargain. Gallardo, I'm pretty sure in real life he went to somewhere, possibly one of the Spanish teams, but I can't remember. They got Davor Suker and Luis Enrique on a free. God, business that these guys are doing is just incredible. I mean, Davor Suker in real life was just phenomenal. And obviously Luis Enrique was the same. Although it says that he come from Real Madrid. For some reason I thought he played for Barcelona. Or is that just because he managed Barcelona? I can't remember. I would have to check back just to check. Again, they've loaned out quite a few people, getting rid of only one person who's 21, so obviously he has room to improve, but I guess they didn't fancy him. The next season, they bought Lucio. He went to Inter Milan, same guy. Got Senna, Marcus Paolo, Gilberto. He's the guy who went to Arsenal. Sure it's him anyway. And you've got Rocky Jr. You know, they are signing big names. And again, all they've done is loaned out. So United must have a crap ton of money just to be buying people and not selling anyone on. And oh my god, to top it all off, they bought Ronaldo and Rui Costa. Unbelievable. Now Ronaldo on this, obviously this is a few years into it. Finishing 18, dribbling 19, acceleration 16, pace 19. Jesus. Must be a goal machine, surely. Obviously, his average ratings are brilliant. He hasn't really played that much, which is best, but too bad. And obviously for United, it's really good. Roy Keane went out to Aston Villa for 23 million. That could rise up to 30 million. And he's in his prime. Now that is an interesting thing. Really, really interesting. Best 11. Let's see. This is overall. Cantona and Beckham. Last season when Roy Keane went out, it was Gallardo and Costa. So obviously they've got rid of Roy Keane because he weren't playing, or he weren't playing as well as all of those players. Seems really strange. They've got Zinedine Zidane, just phenomenal. And Zidane isn't even in the top team. He did play quite a few games, and his average rating is not exceptional, but not bad at all. But what a signing! But a good few signings there. It just means that I think they will remain the top dogs. If we ever take a quick look at Arsenal, go to their transfer history. Their season, they only bought Mancherin. Remember him? Not the best player. They got rid of Lee Harper, loaned out John Hartson and Paul Dickoff. In the next season, he sold Dickoff. Ray Parlour got sold for 5 million. See who they actually bought. They bought Novetus Solano. He was decent for Newcastle. So we got Gareth Barry they bought. It's an interesting one. Matthew Etherington. He played fairly well. I'd like to say West Ham we went to in real life. Then they've also bought anyone else of interest. Aragunas. Not bad. And then I think I noticed Sinisa Mihalovic. Not bad at all. It's quite interesting to see who's gone where. Marcelo Delgado. Not at all. Again, as a Liverpool fan, I think I'm just going to check Liverpool just to see who they bought. Again, let's go to the start. They bought Adrian Ilya from Steaua Bucharest and Jean-Paul Van Gastel from Willem II. Gallagher went out on loan, and so did Gareth Roberts. Van Vogel, kind of remember him. Very much so. But Jurgen Klinsmann, interesting one. I mean, Liverpool start with Fowler, Rush, Stan Collymore. Really need a striker, but it's Jurgen Klinsmann. Although he's 34 now in the season. So just wanted to quickly check. Steve Harkness went out, 0.4 million. Stigen Gabiona went out. So obviously the left-hand side has really suffered. God, he sold him off as well. Jean-Paul Van Gastel. Bought him for 3.9, sold on for basically what will rise to 11.25. A bit of business, if nothing else. But Didier Drogba. So another centre forward. It's quite interesting that so many centre forwards. Giovanni van Bronckhorst. Obviously, he went to Arsenal life. Also, we got Jones went out for 15 million. He's I just noticed that he's gone to Aston Villa as well. Wow. He's oh, you can't actually see it. He is very injury prone in real life and in the game, so interesting. Well, Michael Thomas went for 4.9. I was aging, so probably wants to get some money on him. And then who've got Emerson, decent player. It's Mario Silva, bad. Milito. What? Some very interesting signings. Bonus. Tony Warner. Yeah, used to get called bonus because he would just sit on the bench and basically earn a load of money. It's quite interesting, really, that they finally got rid of him. Then you got Stensgaard, who's another keeper, so he's gone out. Two keepers gone in the same transfer window. Got Phil Babb went for 15.75, not bad. John Scales and Adrian Ilya went as well. It's quite interesting that Liverpool have been buying people and getting rid of them pretty much straight away. Sorry, 25, so he's in the prime. Quite interesting to see that they would do things like that. So I think that's interesting that now the Primera division is the top division. I think it was Serie A before this, and now it's La Liga. So let's move on to La Liga, see what's happening there. Go to our season stages. Go to the very first one. Real Madrid won it. Second was Barcelona, and then Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid won it in real life in this season. See how we get on in the next seasons. Got Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid dropping to fourth, Espanyol coming up into third, then Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, and same three again. It's interesting to see that nothing's really changed with how that first season goes. So what I'm going to do again is the first three, I will take a look at their transfer. Beginning, we bought Cafu from Palmeiras. Obviously, he went to AC Milan in real life. He's got natural fitness of 20. You know, he was going on until he was about 34 or something daft. So I agree with that. A load of people got loaned out. They got Bebeto for free. Bebeto in the season. 85. He's already retired. Obviously, he played very long. They got Vieira on a free transfer, and he's worth 70 million. Oh my god. 22 years of age. That's almost up there with that signing of Zinedine Zidane. Then you've got Pixons Lizarazu. Decent in his time. And he's decent in the game. Got Mario, bloody hell, and Rui Costa. Some really good names in there. Jorge Martinez. The name rings a bell. Whether it's the same one, I'm not sure. Then we've got Juan Sorin. Same guy. That can't be the same guy. I'd have to think about that one. Andreas Moller, he was decent, and Iniesta from Albacete. Obviously, Andreas Iniesta, he's only 16 still. This is 2021. Wow. So he must have started the game at either 14 or 13. But he went on to Barcelona, obviously, and he was absolutely immense. And I've just noticed that Rui Costa, and I did notice it before, didn't I? He went to Man United. How much did they buy it for? Was it 2 million and sold for 84? So they basically double their money. Let's see. No one else of note, I don't think anyone else. Signings have been immense. Barcelona. First season. Oscar Cordoba. He was. Did he go to? Can't remember who he went to, but obviously a very famous keeper. Obviously decent. Goals there? Can't really remember him. Busquets, it's not the same guy. Same surname. They got Batigol, De Elias, Diego Simeone, Silvino. Wow, it's just, things are flooding back. Say, and they've loaned out Jordi Cruyff. was pretty darn decent on this as well. Then we go to next season. Peter Bayer. Wow. Pretty sure that he went there in real life. You can't remember. I'm pretty sure he did, but I can't be sure. He sold Luis Figo to Paris Saint-Germain as well. Cruyff went out on loan again. Obviously, you know, if I've missed anyone of note, please leave a comment and let me know what was that I missed. John Dahl Thomason. Interesting that they buy him. He's pretty decent. And Dan Petrescu. He stayed at Chelsea for years. Obviously here he's moved on. David Terrier. Unbelievable player. Let's see anything else. No one else who we can see. Atletico, final one that we'll look at in the La Liga. Start. Mudez, can't remember him. Must have been. Yeah. Seen before. Morales. Marcos said, yeah, I do remember him. Beto Sosa. There's so many Sosas and similar sorts of names that it's hard to remember that far back. Else that was sold out. Batch. I do remember him. Vaguely again. You know, decent player. So click on Primera Division. Next up is Serie A. Been going for 17 minutes, didn't think it'd take this long. So let's speed things up a little bit. So stages. First time round, Juventus won it. It was AC Milan in real life. Then Juventus, AC Milan, Inter, and then Juventus again, asserting their dominance. I think do is Juventus with the ones who definitely look at. Start, we got Marchioni. Don't remember him, I must admit. No one who can see who got loaned out. Zenden, decent player. He went to Liverpool. Bit of his twilight time, I think it was, more than anything. But Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank on a free. Interesting one. Really interesting. And then Crespo. Oliver Bierhoff, brilliant striker in his time. Pace. Acceleration is 7, pace 10. Not beating any offside trap. João Pinto, very famous centre forward. He was really, really good. Frank de Boer, great centre back. Again, his acceleration isn't great, but his pace is leadership 20. Very, very decent. The pity about his speed. And Pablo Angel, do remember him as well. Striker. And I think we'll just go to AC Milan just purely because of them being the team who won the first term. But in real life, they won the first season. Panucci, it's out on loan. Rossini as well. So you got Enrico Chiesa, brilliant player. Or who else have we got? Tis Almeida. Remember him? Remember Abedi well. Oh, anyone else? Luca Toni. 2022 on this one. See, because of the time. Sani, decent keeper. Hakan Suka, good player. Just so many players. Ricardinho, don't really recognise the name. Never know. Fabio Gallant, brilliant. Just, jeez, I need a drink. Sergio Conceição, brilliant in his time as well. So many awesome players, it's untrue. Next up is the German First Division. We go to our pages, to the league table. We start off with Dortmund. Dortmund won it in real life. Bayern came second this season. Dortmund Bayern, Bayern Dortmund, Dortmund Bayern. Look at those two to see what their signings look like. Maybe it gives us an indication as to why they switch around a little bit. One that really sticks out, but it looks quite good or funny to see that Dortmund are buying from Bayern in this reality, whereas in the normal or in the reality that we know, it's the other way around. At least in recent years, anyway. Denilson, the creator of the lollipop step over, or probably the fastest step over ever, I should say, rather than the creator. Boda, decent player, 30 on, so yeah, getting on at that time. Maninga, keeper, went to Arsenal. Silvestre, obviously he went to United, and on to, like to say Arsenal, did he go to? I can't remember who he ended up with. Savo Milosevic from Villa, finishing 18, decent. Mark Vivian Foe, sadly he's obviously passed away in real life. Player as well. Freddie Ljungberg, again to the arse in real life. Seen that when we checked out Real Madrid. No one else who I really noticed, but again, comment, let me know. Did I miss someone? Oh, stages. Pirandelli, obviously an Italian. Many years back, Marcus Shop. Jesper Blomqvist. Can't remember who he went to. Can't remember who he went to. Do remember. Vegard Hegem, he played at Liverpool. 34 million for him. Wow. Sorry, he's worth 34 million. They bought him for 1.9. That's good business. Pavel Nedved, awesome player. Play centre midfield on the left anyway. Much. So versatile. Can't really remember, I must admit. Jean-Pierre Papin, off to Marseille, and he's tired. Tim Howard, so they're going to United and then on to Everton. He's up there. Didn't realise he's really that old. Oliver Neuville. Here's a blast from the past. Sergei Rebrov. The lesser known of the two. I know he's definitely well known, but he's the lesser known of the Dynamo Kiev players. So obviously he's gone from Dynamo. Yeah. So him and Shevchenko. It'd be interesting to see if Shevchenko's still there or not. Sorry, I'm digressing, aren't I? Shevchenko went to PSG, so we'll obviously see that in a minute anyway. I did digress, I do apologise. Yep, Stam. So he went to United in real life. Finally, Lisa Davy. Decent player. Gilberto Silva. Decent player. Just, it's interesting to see it. It would be probably interesting and probably very time consuming to get a spreadsheet to say this is where they went in real life and this is where they ended up in the game. But as I said, it'll be very time consuming. So the last one that we're going to look at is League One. to stages. So our league table. Start at the beginning again. Got Monaco and PSG. Monaco, PSG. Monaco, PSG. Monaco, PSG. So we just look at those two. And we'll round it off with these as well. I think the episode's gone on for 25 minutes already. Didn't think it would ever go this long, but it has, just because I'm reminiscing so much. Ricardo Fuller. That is very, very strange. Look, he's gone out on loan completely. It is so strange to see why they buy him. Salif Diao went to Liverpool, obviously. Dell gone out on loan. Ole Gunnar got him on a free, worth 11 million, finishing 20. Him and Fowler are deadly on this one. Stilian Petrov went to Celtic, and then on to Villa. They went to Celtic, aren't they? Neo, Blunkfist, seen that one. Walter Samuel is Chel Salgado. Is unbelievable players that are knocking about this time. It's almost like there are more world-class players in that time. Well, that's the way I feel anyway. Kaladze basically play anywhere, like up to the centre of me. Javier Zanetti actually left in Milan, which is interesting to say the least. Deco, obviously he's to Barcelona, being it was the same one. It's the same one. Sure, which one he ends. Go to PSG. Final one. Alexanderson. I'd like to say that I do remember him, but I don't really. Le Havre loaned Anelka. Oh. Johan de Kock, do remember him. Ancient. Verena. It's just tough to agree. Claude Makaleli, and he went to Chelsea. Andriy Shevchenko, we've seen him before. Ariel Ortega, he went to Valencia. So many people, many players that are bought for so cheap that today's market they would be an absolute fortune. Nuno Gomez, some player, centre forward. Yeah. Filipescu, brilliant in his day. Luis Figo from Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain in this reality. Gallas went from Grasshoppers to G on to Chelsea. What else have we got? Stefan Effenberg, another decent player. I remember the free kick that he scored. Phenomenal. And I can't remember. Jorge Andre Flo to Chelsea. Point. Christian Wernz and Zé Maria. Just, it is so awesome. Again, I don't know what else to say. Reality is it's kind of stayed true, but some things have slightly differed, and the movement of people. I mean, I've just noticed one, Ibrahim Bar. He was brilliant in his day as well. The players just move around in FM, so it really mess things up. I mean, is there anything else that you want to see? I'm gonna probably go forward another 3 seasons so that we can see, now that the young players, so Gerard, Carragher, Michael Owen, all started off as 15, and another few others that they've implemented into the game as 15-year-olds. It would be interesting to see in another 3 years, have these players really kicked on and changed the face of the football. Are United still dominating the Premier League, or is it a different team? I just don't know. So leave a comment, let me know, see if is there something else that you want to see. You know, do you want to see the transfers, or do you just want to see how the leagues progress and maybe see how certain players progress or where they went and what they've done? You know, leave a comment. If you haven't already done so, subscribe and like the video if you liked it. Thumbs down if you haven't. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.